welcome to Let's Learn Cantonese with good old Danye.
4 Chinese symbols are engraved on this padlock.
This one could mean house, but I could be very, very wrong.
Well, the characters engraved on this disc resemble those engraved on the padlock. That's it. This character appears to be the right way round.
Yeah, we'll just learn Cantonese from a takeout menu, just like in 1954 Alcatraz.
That's it. This character appears to be the right way round. No, it's not the right.
That's what I'm doing. You Belgian. There we go. Now we got house.
This character appears to be the right way round.
Yep, we're gonna imbue ourselves with the knowledge of Cantonese. Oh my god, was that in second or first position? That's in third position. Jesus. Alright, this one. One more.
That's it. This character.
Alright, and then these two.
Very good.
Did it. Chicken noodle soup.
At last, the cupboard is open.
There was no soup in here. Deeply disappointed.
Genteel and wild. English countryside revisited. The Railway Children, E. Nesbit. For Franklin, Und Effie's Christmas, 1910. Traveling in China, a practical guide for English travelers. Helmet, flask, and rifles. Franklin is very well equipped.
You can tell that this is the boss fight because this guy is just covered his house in Chinese puzzle boxes. Oh, we need to get behind the desk really quick.
Franklin appears to be very active. Franklin Clark appears to be a typical British gentleman. A good sportsman, a hunter, a traveler. February 1922, South Africa. July 1920, Alaska Peninsula.
Alright, and now for the biggest and bestest puzzle box so far. Thank God I've done this before, or we would not be finishing today. Let's see. Put the ring in there.
The plates around the picture appear to have unlocked. I think I've already seen these symbols on Franklin's trophies.
Alright. So let's see. Bear. Oh. Bear. Bear.
The Alaskan Kodiak bear.
Boom. Let's see. We need Kitty. Kitty. Kitty? There we go.
The Lion of Sumatra.
Lion of Sumatra, and then... Let's see. I think... Is that a bird? They're both birds, so it's not this one. It's going to be this one. Ah. That's right.
The African kudu.
And the African kudu. So we just had to do some triangulations on the map.
I heard the sound of a mechanism.
No, I did not know this the
Strange
first
way
time I
of
did this.
protecting one's safe. Triangulating one's hunting sites on the map.
And then for this one, not a great puzzle, but let's see, where is it? 1587. Alright, now we gotta figure this out. 1, 5, 8, 7. There we go.
These documents are very likely going to help me for the rest of the inquiry.
Took me way too long to figure that one out the first time. Mostly because I couldn't read what it said on the ring the first time.
12 gold sovereigns. Some shares for the Southern Railway and some treasury bills. This is not worth much. Hardly enough to justify your robbery.
So maybe I should stop robbing him.
Charlotte Clark, Comside, Churston, Devon. To Mr. Franklin Clark, Peninsula Hotel, Salisbury Road, Chim Sha Tsui, Kowloon, Hong Kong, Comside, 1935, January 1st. I wish you with all my heart a happy year 1935. Writing my greeting cards, I have affectionate thoughts for you. Always smiling as a child, sailing to distant countries and bringing back to us trunks full of wonder. At home, everything annoys me. Starting with this young Thora Sir Carmichael is so fond of. I have nobody to share my feelings with, so I write to you. How can I tell you what happens to me? The simplest way the better. I am doomed. I still have 1 year to live, no more. How do I know? I opened the secret drawer of Carmichael and read a letter not addressed to me. In this letter, Dr. Logan tells my husband in the most direct way the truth he conceals from me. So, I know. But my husband doesn't know I know. Please don't tell him. And if he shares the truth with you, act as you were surprised. Carl will probably speak in his usual convoluted way, but I wanted to be the first to announce it to you. It does matter to me that you are aware of what happens in Comside. Warm regards, Charlotte.
Well, Hastings has to make sure we get our damn mail on time.
Sir Carmichael Clark, Comside, Churston, Devon. To Mr. Franklin Clark, Peninsula Hotel, Salisbury Road, Tsim Sha Tsui, Kowloon, Hong Kong. Comside, 1935, January the 12th. Dear Franklin, first, I wish you a good start to a successful new year. I have received your letter dated December 10th. Thanks for defending my interest against Wang, this robber. Things could have got pretty bad if you weren't a real cold-blooded guy. I envy you for that. Things go on here much as usual. Charlotte is moderately free from pain. I wish one could say more. You may remember Thora Gray. She is a dear girl and a greater comfort to me that I can tell you. I should not have known what to do through this bad time but for her. She has an exquisite taste and shares my passion for Chinese art. No daughter could be a closer or more sympathetic companion. Life has been difficult, but I am glad to feel that here she has a home and true affection. You wrote me you want to stay in China for 1 more year or even longer. I don't object. The longer you stay, the more opportunities you will have to increase our collection. Nonetheless, you should know that we miss you here, and that Charlotte will be gone by the time you come back. I am, dear Franklin, your truly affectionate brother. Eton College School Year, 1912-1913, Franklin Clark. School report for Franklin Clark. According to his teachers, Franklin was a good student, but lacked discipline. July 9. Miss Thoroughgrey, Comside, Justin, Devon. Arsenic trioxide thallium. The Black Dragon's Curse. To Franklin, who will never grow up. January 25, 1928. Car Charlotte. The door is locked. Sir Carmichael's collection. Comside's private the catalogue for Sir. There are some very the door. This unit contains the medical records for Sir Carmichael Clark's patients. Let us study them closely and see if there are any familiar names. No deaths on the records from A to D. They've been handled recently. No known names. Disappointing. Lots of dust. The records from E to Z have not been touched for years. No known names. Disappointing. Where is the horrible smell of carrion coming from? Brown pellets. Revolting. Brown pellets. Tut-tut. The gardener does not follow the alignment. There, that's better. It is symmetrical. There, that. Something makes me feel uncomfortable. It was probably the gardener who lit this fire. Look here. I wonder if someone wanted to get rid of these papers. This object will probably be useful to me. Let us now try and get our brain cells to work. Everything that Thorgray has left behind comes from Sir Carmichael's collection. He most probably gave them to her, but she chose to leave them here rather than run the risk of being accused of theft. It is understandable when you know just how much Lady Clark mistrusted her. Let us now try and get our brain cells to work. Thorgray had no reason to kill someone who only had few months left to live. The poison she ordered was for rats. The gardener must have made good use of it, considering the stinking remains on the path, not far from the property. I've finished here. I must put the skeleton key back and inform Hastings that I'm returning to London.
More breaking news. Apparently, I'm being asked to assist with the drinking problem over in Jer's stream. Well, we'll see how well they do for another hour, and then I will... Because you don't just die of alcohol poisoning in an hour. We gotta fucking solve this murder. Right? Apparently, it's descending into chaos, I've been told. Well, I'm going to do the responsible thing, and I'm going to hide the key to Thorgray's medicine cabinet again and tell no one.
Perfect. Nothing else is keeping me here.
I could also be nice and, like, redo all the puzzle boxes, but I really don't care. Because I'm Poirot, and I can do whatever I want.
I have finished in Churston. I will take the first train. Tell me, do you know how to restore writing on a burnt document?
Yes, you just have to soak a cloth with a hydrochloric acid solution and rub the sheet of paper. Then the characters appear.
Bien. You have been of great assistance, Hastings.
Hastings, you've actually done something useful.
As soon as possible?
Of course, but what documents do you want to read?
Whatever I fucking want, Hastings.
À ce soir.
Donald Fraser is here. He insisted on waiting to see you.
Does he think I will be a good alibi for him if he just sits around my office fucking around? Oh, hold on, I gotta twiddle my mustache. I love this button. Did you get him wine and cookies? What the fuck is wrong with you, Hastings?
This man is tired.
He's been tired the whole time we've ever seen him. You're seriously fearing for his health? We'll see if we can't wrap this
Donald
case
is
up
short
then.
of sleep, and it looks as if it didn't even bother to undress before going to bed.
Oh my god. Also, it means you don't have to model more clothes for him. Hey buddy, how you doing?
Mr. Parrow, I don't know why I'm here.
You are here to try and convince me that you are not guilty.
You don't understand me. Mr. Parrow, since Betty's death, I've doubts about myself. I don't know what to do. And I keep having a horrible dream 3 nights in a row.
A dream? I am no psychoanalyst, my friend.
Good God. How on earth could I have thought you'd listen to me?
Have a drink and tell me about this dream.
It's always the same. I'm on the beach with Betty. I grab her round the throat, and I squeeze, and squeeze until she's dead. Her head falls back, and I see that it's no longer Betty. It's Megan's face.
Wow.
Have you seen Megan Barnard recently?
Yeah,
Yes, our grief has
she
brought
looks
us
into
together.
my window at night.
I never really knew her before. She's really quite a remarkable girl. But I would never tell her about my dream.
Why not? Is it her you are attacking in your dream?
No, it's Betty. And once Betty is dead, it's Megan's face that appears in its place.
Very interesting. Let us now try and get our brain cells to work.
Here's a little cooler puzzle after we did the boss fight that was 15 Chinese puzzle boxes, one after the next. What is it? Is it really going down over there? Like, for real, we need to... Oh my god. Alright. Okay, we'll... Okay. Jesus. Donald, we'll get... Donald, I'll have you sit for a second while we work on some other important matters here. Oh, don't show. My commonly... Oh no, there's no porn on there this time. Okay, that's good. If any of you are also watching Dutchman's stream, you're gonna want to mute one of us for a second here.
I tried to help you and you refused my advice. That's because we are Dutch.
Hey, little buddy.
Our war against the water has been long and tiresome.
What are we doing?
We are not pussies. We don't break. Though I will have to take a piss, though. Definitely a piss.
He doesn't seem too bad.
with a glass in hand. Always never submit to the water, otherwise our country would be fucking flooded. Never. I am going to take a quick toilet break. Do we have to fry some more fish? You gotta be fucking kidding me. You have to be fucking kidding me. How many fish do we have to fry before? Dude, I need to take a piss. I am bursting. I need to take a piss. Please let me take a piss. No, not yet. The water would be held back like your ancestors did before you. Find the exit to this cave, get back up to there, fry some fish, and then get back. But we do not give in to the water. I'll give in to anything except for the fucking water. The water is unacceptable. The water has been held back by our grandparents and their grandparents before them.
Let me mute for a second.
No, but really, I need to take a quick. I really need to take a piss, right? So I'll be right back.
So there's Woodwood. He didn't piss himself on stream. So I guess that works. And he has been drinking water. He doesn't seem too bad. And he does live with other people. So I think, like, if he falls asleep on the toilet, I think he'll be recovered. No one else is home at the moment. But they're gonna be home eventually. It's not like his family goes on trips to Africa. How many times did you donate? What was this donation goal in the first place? Also, yeah, I'm recording all of this. And yes, it will make it to YouTube because I don't have any content. But like, what other than almost refusing to go to the bathroom? Has he really been doing anything else? Well, yeah, he's died a lot. Fucking, it's Subnautica. He's been shouting. Just drinking the beer and having some crazy talk. But he hasn't, like, threatened anybody or done any slurs other than the F-bomb you dropped earlier. Well, yeah, he's Dutch, so they are eternally at war with the ocean. He's too small to drink this much. We need to get him fat. He just keeps dying, he keeps drinking. Okay. So, not talk too loudly about it, because there are other people here home now, but it doesn't really seem to be the worst case of drinking I've ever seen. Like, I do have my own predilections about alcohol, but, you know, he hasn't put his fist through a wall or thrown himself out a window. He hasn't punched a drag queen. Like, I don't... Yeah, sorry. I'd like to get a keyboard that's not so clicky-clacky, but this is my ergonomic keyboard, and, you know, it's either get an ergonomic keyboard or a keyboard that's quiet. So sorry about that. Well, yeah, and that's just going to get him drunk faster. It's not like he's just... His liver's going to explode. And yeah, it would be bad if he just pissed himself. But he has the presence of mind so far to not do that. He could be vomiting. But I don't think he's there. Yeah, all I have is his postcode. Let me just call the police in the Netherlands. How many cities do I know in the Netherlands? I know there's Amsterdam. I know the Hague. And then I know there's an entire region called Gelre. I don't think it's like super serious. Well, now the cat's upset. There we go, he's back, he's fine. He hasn't fallen over and he doesn't have any blood coming out of his head. So he's not doing too bad. Can you get banned from Twitch for being excessively drunk? Guys, we're gonna only have 35 minutes to solve this murder.
You thought you could get the Dutch people down on their knees with 4 liters of beer.
4 liters. Okay.
4 liters of
I don't
beer
drink
was
beer, so
enough
I don't.
to get the Dutch down on their knees.
I don't really know how much that is.
You know what? You were wrong. The Dutch have been fighting water for the entirety of our lifetime. We've been holding back the oceans, the rivers.
Life-threatening? This isn't life-threatening. This is kind of like
Could someone get him an ambulance?
Brooklyn Friday.
Cross! Do you not have more faith in the Dutchman? Is that the extent of the faith?
And if he's just doing beer, I think he's gonna pass out long before he kills himself.
For that long, that has been doing everything you've seen on this live stream show. Do you think that man needs an ambulance? Do you think that man needs help?
Like, can we actually get I got a notification. Wow, I got an achievement. How much beer is too much?
It may not be the worst case of being too much, but it may be too much.
Well, this is from AAA. Is this a quiz? I don't want a quiz, I wanted an answer.
You fools! We have been fighting water for the
This isn't an answer.
of our existence, and we do not stop at 4
But he's not gonna go out and drive.
We
I don't think
press
he's
on
pregnant.
to the future.
And I can't honestly say if he's on medication or anything. From my experience with him, no, he's not medicated. Should he be medicated is a different question. But I don't think he's gonna drop dead today.
You people think you can catch me with 4 liters of beer. You people think
No, I think he'll be
need
fine.
Help.
I think he's doing just. It'll come back when I reopen the tabs. He's fine. He'll be all right. Well, I don't think he'll surely drop dead another time. No.